Hey, your guy Louis C.K.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was on TV with me the other day. I just realized that he was on The View the other day.
Oh,
the
okay.
redhead guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Barbara Walters was going off on him, right?
Why?
She's saying, "Oh, the show is this, the show is that." Blah,
Oh, she
blah.
didn't like it?
Hold on.
Oh my God, the young broad that's supposed to be, up on pop culture and what the kids are watching.
Yeah.
She was clueless. I wish we had that audio. What's her name? The chick from Survivor. She's like,
Elizabeth.
well,
Stick to what's her name?
Elizabeth.
if you want to,
Oh, Elizabeth.
if you want to check out the show, I guess you can. Like, she could barely muster up any support for the show after the guy was on. Yes, and did we ever get that audio? Do we have that?
What did Barbara Walters say?
She was just saying, I can't believe it crosses the line, blah, blah, blah. But listen to this.
Aren't ready for HBO.
Listen who saved the day. The Fonz saved the day.
Henry
Winkler came on after they do the Hot Topics and was like, it's a great show. People should decide what they want to watch. They all converted. They all supported it.
The Fonz is watching you on
supported
TV,
it.
Jimmy.
I'm so happy.
Yeah, Henry
Jimmy Norton, my office. Hey. Going to the bathroom with him.
And he goes, no, quit drilling that hole in there. I'm like, but I didn't know what you wanted, Fonz. I got confused.
Norton's drilling a hole in Fonzie's office.
Did Barbara Walters finally turn around? And,
Yes. Yeah.
Ralph mouth.
They support the show.
Big
They support
lips
the show.
sticking through there. Psst.
Yeah. How about the hip?
I still got it.
How about the hip? Yeah, they chimed in. Oh, that's good. So Henry is seeing the show. Nice.
Yeah.
Henry.
Henry.
Oh, you guys are friends now.
I got a lot of
Oh, you're a
fans.
big
Fonzie's
shot.
my fan.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a big shot.
Two
The
men of the same
Fonz.
The Fonz.
You know, people can't accept a sitcom that isn't just the cookie cutter network sitcom.
But it's
They-
HBO.
Yeah,
It's
but
HBO
people
top.
they can't make that distinction that it's HBO and it crosses the line. That's what HBO's
It does.
for.
That's why it's there.
That's why people get so sick of sitcoms also, because they don't really deal in reality. They don't have real talk, the way people really interact with each other.
Right.
And you watch HBO and the language is like real people talk.
You walk on the street. That's how they talk.
Situations, sex between two people. It isn't like a soap opera, people.
It was awful sex between Louis and his wife.
and that's what
Awful.
it looks like.
And it's amazing how people say, well, the language, but it's like, why does comedy have that double standard? So what? All right, maybe a couple times the language wasn't realistic because it was a little too much. Well, I don't know. Is it more realistic on network television where everything they do is woo-woo and tush, and that's not realistic
No.
either. So it's like...
And they don't get called out on it when you're watching a movie
Oh,
like
my
Goodfellas,
God.
where they're throwing around a bad language the whole time. Why don't you say, oh, well, it's a little over the top?
Why do dramas have carte blanche with language and comedy doesn't?
Yeah.
We need one of our guys. The View clip is currently up on Louis C.K.'s website.
Okay.
Can we get that immediately?
Ooh.
Hopefully it has the Elizabeth, whatever her name is.
And let me tell you something, just while we're...
She's awful on that show.
Let me tell you something. The soap operas, that's soft porn now. Why don't they get called on the carpet? You're what? These guys, they're having sex. They never get called on the carpet. Why? What's up with that?
A few
Yeah.
dirty words. It's
Yeah.
amazing how people react to that. And it's amazing how people criticize the fact that the sex between Louis and Pamela was terrible and sloppy. Yeah, they're playing married people.
Yeah, let's go to Brian in Cleveland. Brian,
Yeah.
let's go. Make it fast. This show is moving a mile a minute here.
Barbara Walters was worried about the little girl on the show with all the language and Louis C.K.'s scene where he was walking across nude.
What does she think? We have Kelly Gould sitting there watching? She is the most... Let me tell you something. Kelly Gould is so protected. They have something called Code Pink.
But Louis C.K.
Ooh.
Wait, hold on. We do clean rehearsals when she's on set.
Yeah.
Unless it's absolutely necessary for her to occasionally hear a profanity in the show. And watch the show. She is so protected, and during rehearsals, she's back there in class getting schooled. She's
Can
the
I
most
add to this?
protected person.
Can I add to this? She's an adult, too, because I saw that little behind-the-scenes thing they have on HBO
Yeah.
that you could get on demand. And she's like the new Dakota fan.
Oh, one of those?
Oh, it's creepy. We got to get her audio.
You ever
She
see...
talks like an adult. How old is she in real life?
7 or 8?
Yeah.
Everyone's seen Clerks. There's that scene in the video store where the guy, can't remember the name, he's running through the phone list of movies that he needs, and they're all the most pornographic, hardcore names of these videos, and there's a mother holding her child right in front of him. The way it's done is you do it with a shot on him saying it, and then you do reaction shots with the mother and the child, but they are not actually hearing it. People are so stupid. They don't understand the concept that they can be out of the room when certain things are being said, and it looks like they're right there in the same room.
And occasionally, because it's a live audience thing, if she hears something dirty, if you only saw the way they handle Kelly Gould and how protective they are of her and how it's explained to her, and she's totally cool with it. The mother is there. The family's actually a very healthy family. It's please, Barbara, shut it.
Right.
That's exactly what Louis C.K. said.
He
said
did? Okay.
That the mom and dad really protect her, and they leave it up to her. And if there's scenes that she's not around to be around, they take her off the set.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he defended himself, but like I said, all the ladies came around. And just for the record, I don't care if you guys are going to talk junk about when I leave. I don't care anymore. I love the ladies on The View. And that's Dr. Ian Smith loves the ladies on The View.
That's all right. Well, now I do too.
I don't care.
You're not saying it. I can't stand
No,
them,
I do too.
I love them too. They're now my favorite ladies. Here's how it works. They came to bat for Lucky Louie. Good for you, Star. I've been a fan for years. That's how it works with me.
Oh, we got this clip?
From The View?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to hear The View.
We got to play this. What? You're trying to change the subject here?
No, not at all. I wouldn't do that. Come on, I go with you guys anywhere you go. You know that.
Goes with the flow.
I got to tell you.
Look at Kate. How lovely she looks. Go ahead.
I got to tell you, you've taken a beating today, Dr. Ian Smith.
Oh, Jesus.
You've handled it very well.
Kate Beckinsale.
Live on Good Morning America.
Is on Good Morning America. She's sitting in a chair, looking beautiful, and she has Jimmy Norton's phone number somewhere. I hope in her garbage.
Yeah, believe me. It's in her publicist's back pocket and never going to be used.
She's more attractive than I thought she was.
She's lovely.
She's in New York and she hasn't called you yet, Jimmy?
Maybe she's busy.
Maybe she's busy.
Busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully
She'd
she's
love to
busy.
talk
Any
to me.
day now she's going to be calling.
She'd love to talk
Any
to me.
day.
All right, guys, we only have like a few minutes left on this half of the Opie and Anthony show before we continue.
Yeah,
the
let's
next
play
half.
the View audio.
The View takes on Lucky Louie. Here's the first clip.
This is a man named Louis C.K., and he stars in a new HBO sitcom called Lucky Louie. Okay, over the weekend I watched 2 of his shows. You watched it and you watched parts of it. I have a sense of humor. I'm probably going to make this show much more popular by saying this. I found them unbelievably vulgar.
They're pretty raunchy.
And racist. I'm used to the F word. That doesn't bother me.
Whoa. And racist? What are you talking about? Racist, you dumb bitch. There's not one racial slur in that. What are you talking about? That is everything.
What about the black neighbor?
Oh my God.
And the black Barbie.
The fact that there was a racial joke in there which was so innocent and non-racist. Oh my God, do I hate white people.
Maybe she meant off the air.
Oh my God, that is racist. This is the same dummy that Kanye West called out when she stated emphatically that she would never use the N-word.
Yeah.
You paternalistic dope. The black community is not going to give you an award for being wonderful white lady. Stop trying to overcompensate.
You know, I hear she's up for Wonderful White Lady, though.
Oh my
Nominated.
God,
you don't think she's going to win?
me.
Well, let's get back to the
Wonderful
audio.
White Lady.
Let's get back to
We
the
are
audio.
not racist.
Because Jimmy's his head will explode before 9 o'clock if I could play all this audio before we get out of here.
Make the show much more popular by saying this. I found them unbelievably vulgar.
They're pretty raunchy.
And racist. I'm used to the F word. That doesn't bother me. I think I have a sense of humor.
And the C word,
too. I mean, it's got him for endlessly having intercourse with his wife while she's so bored. It shows the neighbors moaning. There's a vibrator that's shaking. There's also racist.
It goes there.
And I just thought...
Racist.
I'm sure he's a lovely man. In a few minutes, I have to face him. But
No, but it makes me wonder. And, the thing
is
is...
there no boundary?
I would like to spit my gum in her face.
Is there no boundary, Jimmy?
No, dummy, there's not.
Exactly.
No.
It's HBO.
And how about for the piggish media that you've been a part of your whole goddamn career? Where's the boundaries with that?
Yeah.
Find some kid who's been murdered and stick a microphone in his family's face. Where's your boundaries, slob?
None.
Oh my God, the racist thing really annoys me.
And
really
well, it
bugs
should.
me. Oh my God, is that revolting?
A slow clap.
It's not,
Bravo.
I don't understand that. I mean, I wish I had one black friend that I could at least call and ask. Oh, that really irritates me.
How did she find that dynamic between Louis and his black neighbor racist?
It was a true... Look, there's discomfort between white people and black people. You don't know how to interact sometimes. You want to come off the right way. And the whole thing was the kid didn't like the black Barbie and threw it out because she was being a brat.
Yeah.
And he threw all the toys out.
And
mind-boggling.
Louis is trying too hard to make friends with his black neighbor.
Because he doesn't like the fact that his daughter's not...
And it is very funny and awkward. It is the furthest thing from racist.
I'm weighing in here. Listen, one of the problems is people have to be very careful about using the word racist. People use it too loosely.
Yes.
Yeah.
People have to understand that there's a big difference when you're having fun and everyone's having fun and it's not meant in a malicious way or something like that. And people say that's racist. That's not racist. So what? Black people can't talk about white people. White people can't talk about black people. It'd be ridiculous. And even Star says on the show, though, Star herself says we got to be careful of how we use the word racist.
Oh,
good.
Good.
Overused. We don't have the clip.
We have the clip right
now. Do you date exclusively white or black guys?
I'm married to a beautiful black woman. I love you, sweetie.
She's, yeah.
Oh, we got Star.
She's
Okay.
lovely. Here's Star Jones.
His resume isn't bad either.
I guess not on HBO. I always joke about it, calling it hilarious but offensive, because that's what I think it is. And it is, you know, this is a funny guy, but there are some things that I just don't have I don't have the tolerance for.
But don't you think you will really be able to distinguish your own taste? Because I found it sophomoric and silly, you know, with raunch added in.
Did you see the part that I thought was racist?
You know what? But I'm racist. Well, you know, I don't like to use that term unless it's somebody doing something to somebody, because then if you throw that term around, it doesn't mean anything anymore.
That's right.
Good for Star.
However, the racial humor I don't find funny.
I didn't find it funny.
So I see what you're talking about on that.
Yeah.
I didn't find it funny, but... You know, but my taste is, I love Boondocks. A lot of people think that that's intensely racist, and they don't find it funny.
Of course you don't find the racial stuff, fatso.
There you go.
Former fatso.
Oh, my God. Still a fatso. I'm sorry you're friends with him, but that bugs me.
And now Star brings up the black Barbie.
Oh.
I'm just moving along because
All right, no.
we're really going to
Absolutely, dude.
end the show here in a few minutes.
I remember this one scene where it's your character, the daughter's birthday.
Yeah.
And the African-American couple that's across the hall gives her a doll. Her other friends gave her a doll.
Right.
And the African-American couple gives her black doll.
That's right.
And she has to do a scene, and she does it very effectively, where she cries and says, I don't want the black Barbie.
Right.
Is there conversation with this young actress about what the ramifications of that? I know that those are the things that moms, Elizabeth and I were just talking about.
Sure. Well, I think that, like, for that scene, first somebody gives her a white Barbie, and my wife is upset because she doesn't like Barbies because of what they represent for women.
They said a little mini stripper. I thought it was a great line.
It was.
Of course you
And then
did.
she gets a black Barbie, and some kids just say stuff that you don't know why they're going to like something.
Exactly, but it was real. It was a real reaction. It wasn't a
felt
bad
real.
reaction as a kid.
It's for the kid to say, I don't like the black Barbie, and then we all feel horrible.
Because you're embarrassed because this couple is there.
Exactly. So I think we let the kid absorb that the way the kid would in the real story, which is you don't like this Barbie and you just,
Right.
Yeah.
But I don't think I think at this age the kid's 6 years old and we don't need to. I don't want her to be race conscious or anything conscious. It's not up to me though. I think it's up to her parents.
Speaking of
I hope the 6-year-old doesn't see the red vibrating moving when she's on the phone.
yeah.
No, the
Just
big
keep her locked up somewhere else.
Oh, God.
The insanity that has to be explained to a grown-up.
Right.
And I've seen racist humor before, and if it was something brutal, I could understand it because, you know, they are a bunch of hens. But for that to be even an issue, it is mind-boggling to me that is an issue that was raised.
I found that scene funny, and because it was so uncomfortable and cringeworthy because of the innocence of the child putting their parents in such an awkward position.
It's like saying, I don't like the fat doll.
Hysterical. Right.
I don't like the black Barbie, and she throws it because if kids say stuff that embarrasses you, and the whole thing is Louis realizes, wow, we don't have enough black friends. This kid doesn't understand how to. It's about him being uncomfortable with the fact that they're not exposed to enough black people, so he's trying to make that up.
And he's trying so hard to be friends with the black guy and just has no clue how to go about it or anything.
I love women. This is why you can't review comedy. You don't get it.
There should be no boundaries when it comes to comedy.
But if you're that stupid that you don't get it, you should never. Here's what you do: cook. That's what happens if it's cold. cook, bitch. I thought it was intensely. Did you? Did you think that?
Mistake one, thinking.
Exactly. Barefoot and knocked up, you speech impediment media whore.
Oh, my God.
The fact that has to be explained to an adult, I want to bite somebody.
Broads in broadcasting.
Oh, they should have that Linda Stassi, that slob from the Post on. And they just kvetch with her. I didn't like it either. So what have you done creatively? Well, that's what you're good for, the drive-in. Here's what I thought about the comic. Loop. Thank you. You've earned your ride home and your movie ticket.
Wow, is he livid.
Dude, that...
I don't blame him.
When Star said it was sophomoric and silly, okay,
whatever.
Fine, that's whatever.
That's your opinion.
Yeah, man. I have no problem with that.
Why did Louis C.K. try to answer that seriously, by the way? I would have
Louis did the
I think he did a good job
was-
of answering that.
Louis
said
was
the
right.
parents. He said the parents should,
If he would have unloaded, then the women that watched the show would have been like, oh, see what this guy's all about? He answered it intelligently and coherently. You were able to actually understand his answer if you're a stupid, babbling idiot.